Hey guys, so we're going to be talking about a really exciting topic in this video. Hang with me because at the end of it, I have some indicators listed for different dragon homes throughout the stars that, if you have this in your birth chart, you could have a connection with these stars and you can, do further research. And I do plan to do a lot more dragon videos because the dragons are very diverse. They're very old sentient beings. They've been in this universe, I don't know, maybe a little bit longer than we have. And then a lot of us have higher aspects of ourselves that are dragons. So this is going to be fun. And here I just show some pictures of some different looking dragons because there's so many different looking dragons and things. And we can definitely get into more specific like space points of galactic history. And I also do in my astrology charts that I'm offering now, which are Starseed Galactic charts. So I asked my AI generator to give me a picture of a Stargate, right? This is probably not what a Stargate looks like, but I think it's still beautiful. So dragons are considered one of the oldest sentient beings in the universe. They originate before most humanoid or hybridized races are often seen as keepers of cosmic memory, time, and elemental creation codes. These dragon races stand in crystal contrast to dragon, reptilian, fallen lineages that dominate many Orion and Nibiru-based timelines. So basically, there are negative draconians out there that have came from a different universe, and those were the ones that infiltrated Lyra and things like that. So, core traits. So, if you resonate with like 2 or 3 or more of these, you definitely could be a dragon starseed, or be healing or being called to heal a dragon lineage, a fallen dragon lineage. So let's get into this. So ancient memory of being a guardian or protector of worlds. There's a deep love for Earth's grid systems and sacred landscapes. Powerful elemental connection, especially to fire, water, or ether. So you could just, ever since a kid, you could have been just working with, the elements, or, unconsciously or knowingly, like always playing in the dirt, or, even making mud pies, like, doing little experiments with, like, the little elements of the earth and just different elements, really. You could have a very magnetic voice or eyes, often intense or deeply penetrating. You feel old or primordial, even among other, like, starseeds, because you guys definitely could be much older than, a lot of us starseeds who were Lyrans first. So there's a strong alignment with dragons in dreams, meditations, or childhood. So you could find yourself really liking dragons, especially when you're a kid. I really wasn't into dragons particularly to say. I definitely do feel like I have a higher soul aspect of myself that is a dragon. And also there is a type of astrology where it's called the draconian soul. And everyone has one. So I think that kind of goes into play with, how they had a hand in seeding us, like the lions and, like the felines and like the avians. So really the main thing that dragons have always been about, especially the ones that hold the crystal's purpose or whatever, and even if they're like more distorted, they're very powerful. They're very powerful beings. They have a very, very powerful presence. They're strong, muscular. You can notice, like, if you're a draconian starseed, that you could be like very muscular or tall, or just have really long arms. You know what I mean? I notice I have very long arms, and I feel like, and then once I found out I was like a dragon soul, I was like, starseed, there's like a soul aspect of myself that is a dragon up there. I was like, okay, that makes a lot of sense, right? So sorry, I'm still getting over that cold, but let's continue. So they basically have always been about grid working and planetary healing. Advanced light language, often in song, hums, or deep tones. So they're all about that advanced sound healing. Holding multi-dimensional awareness or working with timelines. So they've always been protectors. That's another thing about the starseed, the dragons they are protectors. Whether if they're working for the fallen, the reversal system, or they're working for the crystal system, or whether they're a service to self, they're going to be protective and territorial. You can even notice this about yourself too, So and yes, they have access to Akashic dragon libraries or ancient guardian codes. So you as a dragon Starseed, like if you resonate with this video, if you get into reading the Akashic records, you could probably do really good at it, especially once you start upgrading your DNA. And with all this, this huge timeline shift coming about, and also like the guardian dragons are helping with that. But you know what I'm saying, especially if you guys are like upgrading your DNA, you're having these DNA activations, you can notice and find yourself called to read the Akashic records, and you could be really good at it because really you spent a lot of time in a sense. It's part of your soul essence to really just remember and be a record keeper, so to speak. So you could be really good at that. If you want to get into like healing arts and things like that. So Sirius B, there are water dragons and dolphin whale hybrid lineages. So if you have Sirius B in your Galactic Starseed chart, I'm offering them for $55 right now on my Etsy. I would love to give you a reading. But if you have Sirius B, if you resonate with dragons, if you resonate with dolphins, and if you resonate with the whales, there are these dragon whale hybrid dragons up there that are heavily related to the cosmic womb of the Divine Mother archetype consciousness in the universe. This is kind of a funny picture because I asked the AI to generate a picture of a whale, dolphin, and a dragon being, and this is what I got. So obviously I didn't take that, but I just thought I would show that because I'm like, oh, okay. Anyways, so dragon lineages are returning in masses to support the solar Rishi return in Earth's Christic ascension timeline. They play a vital role in activating the crystal cathedral network across the planet. So as I'm making this video today, we're having some crystal cathedrals being activated. They definitely are very in tune to inner Earth systems, things like that, helping humans awaken the diamond sun body, reclaiming original angelic human DNA, 12-strand and beyond potential, right? And restoring the mother arc and healing patriarchal distortions. So the female, like the divine mother archetype, the serpent, the dragon, just to name a few, have been demonetized throughout history, and there has been some that have fallen, and for valid reason, because there has been, and again, I would love to get into that and do videos about it, but there's different dragon galactic histories where they did choose to take the leftist path, so to speak, and they teamed up with the Dracos from the alternative universe because they saw how powerful and advanced they were, and they wanted to be as such because just in the dragon archetype, regardless, they're going to be powerful. So if they're more negative, they're going to be like, I want to crave power and I want to dominate, right? And I want control. Let's be real with ourselves. If you're a dragon starseed, you could feel that way at times, but then there can also be times, or like on the other spectrum, a high vibrational dragon soul will just be naturally a leader, will naturally hold a presence where they are helping people by just existing and upgrading people's light bodies by their heart center, or by just being. And then a lot of us, I feel like I'm definitely I came in through a draconian lineage because I feel like my father is. But either way, throughout my cosmic lineage, I feel like I have been a dragon. So the mother arc is in Andromeda, and a lot of dragon souls, again, were healing the over masculinity, the patriarchal distortions. So there are these Stellar Nation dragons called the Gold Order Seraphim. They're either gold or amber dragons, and they're related to solar consciousness and guardian realms like the Sirius star system, Avion, which is the 5D Stargate, and Lyra, and it's home of crystalline white gold dragons, and they are Dragon Christos founders. So these are, again, the founder races, the seeders, the ones that made the humans. So there's also Emerald Order Elohim dragons. They are blue or white gold light beings, founders of the Christic races as well, and they are connected to the 12th dimensional Christos Sophia template, and they seeded angelic human lineages. Lyra Armatina, the original angelic humanoid seeded by Elohi dragon. So if you resonate with like the blue flame, if you're an indigo, if you're a blue ray, if you resonate, like those Elohim words made you feel something in your soul, you definitely could have, be related to these beautiful, gorgeous blue dragons. So now the Amethyst Order, or the Brahmarama, these ones are in Andromeda. They are violet. And their origins, so they're connected to Andromeda Origins and Armatina, the 7th stargate of Gaia. And so they oversee time, architecture, and planetary rehabilitation. Andromeda, or, the Aquafarian Armatina, Time Matrix Guardians, they are the violet flame dragons. So if you are meditating and you ever, are seeing a purple dragon, always use your discernment, but they could definitely be from Andromeda. Or if you want to connect with these specific Brahma, Christic, divine, guardian, Christic dragon beings, you can always use amethyst and things like that. Or let's say you really like amethyst, or that's your birthstone, that's another nod at this could possibly be part of your Christic lineage. So, and then the guardians, again, they are guardians again, but the dragon guardians had a huge hand in seeding Mu and Lemuria. Earth-based dragon avatars connected to the ocean and etheric grid lines. So this is when we start to see more of after the fall of Atlantis and Lemuria, we start to see the, dragon lineages that, either kept on to their divine Christos, or, throughout time we have been suppressed and the world has gone down in frequencies at points, but we are ascending and the earth is also ascending as well. So we're going to get back to a time where we can talk to these dragons and really communicate with them. And I'm going to bring you a little bit some ideas and some techniques you can use if this is what you would want to do, if you really feel called and connected to the dragons. So would you like to know, sorry, I'm filming this out in my car, but would you like to know if you're a dragon starseed? So you can always look up your birth chart, put in your information and look for the degrees. And I know it says 1910, but it really hasn't changed since, much. It's still in the Leo and the Taurus and the Scorpio and so on and so forth. And then, you can look up these different star points and look up the galactic history and learn a little bit more about what are you healing through your lineage, through your draconian lineage, through your dragon soul. What kind of miasm, traumas and karmas, are coming up for you to be healed that could be related to this. So the elemental rituals, they honor dragons through fire ceremonies, water blessings, or earth grid activations. So dragon guardianship. So meditate with your dragon guide. Many appear when you connect to the inner earth or cosmic gateways. So they're all about voice activation. So if you chant, you sing, or your tone to awaken dragon DNA or receive transmissions, they love that. So they are crystal allies. They use obsidian. You can use obsidian, labradorite, moldavite, and celestite to amplify dragon contact. And of course, there's so many other crystals you can use to connect with specific dragons and things like that. And I think I'll definitely make more videos about the different elemental dragons and maybe some of the galactic history going on. So if you like what I do and want to donate or contribute, any and all donations are greatly appreciated. I love you guys. And if you guys would like a Starseed chart reading, just let me know. The link is listed below and I'll get you on the list. Actually, there's no list, but I'll get on that. You know what I'm saying? I love what I do. And you guys have a great Mother's Day. Thank you so much.